This is the Broad Cityest of the Broad City.
I love it. I love it.
Well, when it came, it was in, there's a lineage of Laverne and Shirley.
Similar to it.
Yes, but your collective voices, the tone, what you were doing with that show. And then for anyone going back real far, when I first met Ilana, I was like, I don't know if you looked at my Instagram, but I'm obsessed with you guys. That finale is one of the all-timers. Thanks. And I will start crying if I talk about it too much, but when you say, like, you really taught me how to do it, dude. I don't know if I was alive before you. Like
that last scene. I mean, there's a little bit after that.
Yes, there is.
In the episode, yes, but that scene,
perfect ending of a finale, by the way. That last beat. Oh,
that's Paul.
Great job.
Paul came in with he was like, I had a vision of the last moment.
Oh, I was sobbing.
And we were like, that's it.
I was sobbing. It was incredible. And
with the other pairs, you mean?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, with all the best friends. You can connect to a number of different things about Broad City, and also it's just the funniest thing you've ever seen. I mean, I will often say, where isn't the bathroom? The Amy Sedaris episode, Apartment Hunters, that's also that's a classic, like Lucy and Ethel with the chocolates. That is what you guys are both doing in that episode. The physical comedy, the unbelievably relatable. I remember Ilana and I had worked together at this point, and so we were like text buddies enough that when I was on the phone with Southern California Gas Company for 2.5 hours once, I texted her and I was like, "You mean me?"
Oh yeah.
But that when Amy Sedaris pulls up in that little car, parks it on the curb, all the papers fall out, and she's like, "Don't shake my hand. It was just on my pants."
Funniest human being. I mean, we're driving around. It was like we were in a Scudder smart car that she drove us around in. And so, there's different ways that we shot that. And there was actually like a moment where we were in Brooklyn, and I think we were in like Williamsburg, or we were just driving around a park because it was easy to like permit or like figure that out.
Yeah.
And there was a practical moment where she's just driving us. It's not on anything. And she's like in between, she's like, I don't have my license. And we were like, you don't? Or she's like, I don't. And we were like, it's like, she's just so perfect. Funny. Yes.
Like, it's perfect. Oh my Susie. I mean, she's too much.
It's so like, Ilana and I are always like, it's our favorite show. It's so like, I miss making that. And like, I don't think we would touch it.
No, because you can't.
It's perfect. And I think like I miss being able to in anything like convey so much observation about the world and express how you feel. Like we would amplify feelings so much, and that was a big part of the like pop outs, the like what it feels like to like deposit a big check, like what that feels like. We got to do it and do it like it's such a rare thing to get to like express so much, and then to have it be like the moment you said that's in the finale is like the whole show is very meta to us and hugely amplified, but like that's so just me. We were talking as the characters and to each other, which is just like, I don't know if that'll ever happen. I don't even want it to.
No, it will exactly. Yeah. It's like so special and beautiful and perfect. And there's I will say, to me, it is up there with 6 Feet Under, which is that's the greatest finale. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it's in Broad City.
I'm kidding. But it is.
God, I feel really protective of a finale. And even in making Broad City in general, we were like, if you were to watch the finale of every season, we're going balls to the wall.
Yes.
To make sure that could be.
Yes. Yes.
Or like, just even if it's not, it's like, you need the care and like, you need to, sometimes I feel like it's like, I'm like a little disappointed in general with the industry, but like just in terms of like, we were like very like every episode is going to be jam-packed. with all the things, and the finales in general were always so crafted to be like,
Yes.
try to be as epic as possible.
And they were. They
Thank
were.
you.
The care that you and Ilana primarily, but also Paul, Lucia, Statsky, everyone
Lucia
who worked
were
on it. Amy
all 5
Poehler.
seasons.
Yes. Like, was Brooke
Satsky.
on it with you guys too? Posh?
Yep.
Yep.
Posh worked at
Posh. I love
Posh
her.
was at Comedy Central.
That's right.
Then she was at Polar's company, Paper Kite, and then she was at Jax, who was our production company.
Okay. So
like,
yeah,
also,
so she's
like,
all over it.
Lily Burns, Tony Hernandez, they were on the whole time. Like we had a Eric Sloven,
A
Chris
really
Kelly,
special.
Naomi Ekperigin, like there were Elliot Glazer, Gabe Liebman. Like we had a lot of incredible writers and directors.
Yep.
The team like just was pretty extraordinary.
Yes. And it's like when you catch that lightning in a bottle, and then again, when you stick the landing for that finale, it's incredible. It's just incredible. It has beyond stood the test of time, because this is the other thing that I've been so unbelievably impressed by from afar for both you and Ilana. You then, like, you could, and I assume had a lot of opportunity to go do something really similar, whether that be together or separately. Like, you know, Hollywood wants to put everyone in a box, and here's what we know you can do more of that. And the turns that you guys made and the art that you have gone on to do afterward has just been so different and also really, really beautiful. Was League right after Broad City, or did you start developing it?
League was on top. Will and I met about that, or like Will Graham.
Hi, Will Graham.
At dinner,
Yep.
2017.
Okay.
And
did you always love the original movie? Was there any?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loved it. So we pitched that probably the end of 2017.
Okay.
And so that was a very long process to get that made. I feel like that took like, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
But so we like wrote that, and we wrote an iteration of that in 2017.
Oh, wow.
And then
when did
rewrote it all.
Right.
And we shot the pilot of League in February of 2020.
That's what I was going to say. You were shooting in Pittsburgh in the pandemic.
Well, we shot the pilot here.
Oh, right.
And then they were like, psych, you can't shoot in LA. You have to go to Pittsburgh. And so we shot in the pandemic. But I will say, I appreciate you saying that about the like, Ilana and I could have done that. And I think I can speak for Ilana when I say this, because I'm fairly certain. Like, we could have, and I'm happy we both didn't do anything that felt very similar, but also like, I don't think either of us are getting like a influx of come do this thing with us. I think both of us still feel like, I guess we got to write it ourselves in terms of especially acting parts.
Yep.
But I don't feel like it felt like, great, we have a lot of critical acclaim around this thing.
Yeah.
And then maybe the industry wants whatever we might write next, but it didn't and doesn't feel like an influx ever of like things coming at me.
Yeah.
That's not a thing that's ever really happened.
Which breaks my brain, and this isn't the first time you've shared that with me.
The beginning.
And yes.
That's what generals are all about.
Exactly. And
every once in a while.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess just also because the show was so specific, and it was doing something on so many different levels. And I think that's what's so incredibly hard to pull off. But also, that is, I would say, predominantly, you do have to kind of write that stuff yourself.
Yeah. And we were just talking about him before. I will say, like, Kent Alterman, who I bring up in every like interview when we talk about Broad City, like, you know, we pitched it around town, and he wanted it and FX wanted it, and we picked FX. And we developed Broad City at FX for a year, and then they passed because, like, truly, like, whatever. It was too girly. And so we were like, okay, we'll take it out again. And he was like, I still want it, Kent. And I'm like, that was something of like, we
Pretty
thought
rare.
that'd be like an ego
Yep.
of like, well, you didn't want to come here first. And this is Kent, who used to run Comedy Central and Viacom. And then I do think, which we're in a era now where like this has not happened, or if it does, I'm not a part of it, where a place recognizes a voice and wants to help hone that voice, and that means laying off and trusting it.
Yes.
And Kent, like they let us do, like they truly were like, keep going, do it, like everything. They let us like really manage and like have ideas with all parts of the like marketing, all the stuff, who we hired, all the things like that. And
it's your collective baby, and they understood that.
And it goes so far. So I just don't think that happens.
I agree with you. I think it's one of the many things that the business has changed so much. That was still a special, unique experience. Kent is a really special person. And I agree with you, like the ego being able to be put aside for that, of just like, yeah, but I love it. And the trust, it's so unbelievably rare to find that these days.
But the Comedy Central model, at that time, it was like Key and Peele, Workaholic, Schumer, Kroll Show.
Yes. It was the destination.
Nathan For You. It was all these awesome shows. And like, I'm sure others had bigger spikes than us, but like, it was like, you could love all of them, or like one might help the other continue because they're getting bigger ratings and it makes the other worth it. Like, that's what I think networks should be, of like, this one costs so much.
Yep.
And it gets so much ratings, and it helps pay for this one that maybe needs longer to find its footing.
Yes, exactly. Which so many things do. And that's the chance that so few places will give anything a chance these days.
Yeah.
And that didn't work. We're done.
Exactly.
Yes, whatever the ratings in the true sense of the word were, but it hit the culture in a major way.
I mean, I experienced that very much so now. I'm
sure. I'm sure.
In a like unbelievable, like, it's just like, I feel so thankful and grateful. Like, it's such a crazy thing to get that feedback still.
I love Amy Poehler's podcast so much. And when I would like, they're both on. Oh my God. Like, it was like,
Ilana was doing a play.
Yes.
We waited,
right?
We waited till she was done.
I mean, the three of you sitting there, I was just like, I can't get enough of this. But that show will endure. I just couldn't love it more, and has just brought me so much joy. Matt and I will still say, if anything is like pretty well paying, we're like $8K. Like, still, that is our code word.
Oh my God.
Again, the brilliance of that show. I can't.